Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. Okay, guys. So we're about to get back into all of the drama, all of the mess. And today was a little bit of a slower day, I have to say, just because of the Oscars, which I totally forgot that the Oscars were even happening. I have just been in my own bubble of trying to figure out the moving and all of the shit that's happening over here, which just feels like that's why I'm squeezing my chill pill because I'm like, this is a lot that's happening. But I totally forgot about the Oscars. So congratulations to all of the Oscar winners. While you were there, we were trying to figure out our shit over here. And that's what's going on. Now, with that, we're about to get into all of it. So smash that like button, show some love. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Okay, guys, so we're going to start with Kim Zolciak because I don't know if you guys have seen this, but thank you to Reality Blurb. Former Real Housewives of Atlanta stars Kim Zolciak and Kroy are still battling it out before the divorce goes to trial. Now, both parties have filed documents with the court, which means there's a chance that things might obviously get more complicated. Now, Kroy wants Kim to answer the things that he says that she's done on unofficial court business, but in official court documents. What the? The allegations from Kroy include using dating websites to cheat, abuse, excessive gambling, and more. Now, Kim and Kroy tied the knot in November of 2011, and fans will recall that they even celebrated their anniversary last year despite going through their bitter divorce. According to Radar Online, Kroy has filed court documents to require Kim to answer some of the things that she has allegedly done over the years. For starters, it seems Kroy might believe that Kim cheated and even used websites like Adult Friend Finder and Ashley Madison to do so. According to the documents, Kroy wants Kim to list the names, phone numbers, and addresses of any person other than your husband that you have had any type of romantic relationship with since you've been married. He also wants the information on the times that she has been on the trips. The documents say for each trip, list specific dates, places, with whom you were with, the purpose of the trip, and source of funds you used to pay for the trip. Jeez Louise. Kroy also wants her to say on record who she has given or received gifts from since January 1st, 2022, that are valued at more than $100. Radar Online is also reporting that Kroy is bringing up her alleged abuse towards him. According to the documents, Kroy wants Kim to account for each time she physically harmed him. For each occasion, state the date, action, pushing, hitting, punching, slapping, etc., and whether your children were present. So, of course, it's been mentioned before that Kim might have a gambling problem. This was even discussed on their show Don't Be Tardy. He now wants her to answer how much she has spent on the hobby over the last 12 months. And he also wants Kim to account for how many times each week she gambles. Not only that, but the documents ask since December of 2020 to present, what surgical procedures have you undergone? Please provide date of procedure, type of procedure, and cost of procedure. Additionally, he would like more clarification on how much she owes the credit card company, as well as the items that she has sold online and how much she made. Things are getting even messier between these two, and you can almost guarantee that Kim's going to respond to the court filings with filings of her own. This is an absolute shit show of the best kind, and we're going to sit back and watch it with our popcorn and our chill pill. That is what we're going to do, because what? Like, are you guys paying attention to this? This is not normal. It's not normal shit. And it's just beginning. And I don't know why I'm talking in that loud, annoying voice, but I'm not going to stop. Now, with that, on top of that, we're going to get into the Lindsay Hubard of it all, because Lindsay Hubard and Carl Radke, this has also been another shit show. And she's asking Carl Radke for space in the Summer House preview, but she's also seemingly shading his lack of a 9-to-5 job before the split. So Lindsay Hubbard shared her need for space from her fiance at the time, Carl Radke, in a Summer House preview. And throughout the first few episodes, obviously, we can see that the tension is evident. In a past episode, she accused Carl of being on drugs, though everyone in the cast agreed that he was sober. Now, more and more scenes showing glimpses of why their engagement ended are becoming obvious. Come on, babe, hang out with me, is what Carl said to Lindsay in a preview for the upcoming episode. At the time, Lindsay was enjoying her tea on the patio alone, and she said, "What do you want to do, man?" She wasn't even opening her eyes. But during her confessional, Lindsay shared that she needed space. Carl and I are like COVID times. Carl doesn't have a 9 to 5 job, and we're on top of each other a lot. You need space to miss each other. You need time away from each other to breathe. Then we share a house together on the weekends, and I'm like, okay, hi. In the past, Lindsay's spoken about Carl not finding a job. Once Carl left his job at Loverboy, it was a lot of me trying to be like, okay, what do you want to do? Now is the time. We don't have any kids. There's not a lot of attachment. So, what's something that you've always wanted to do your entire life, career wise? Now is the time. She said, I think my level and expectation is we're planning a future. We have a very expensive wedding to pay for. You want kids? I want kids. Great. We're aligned on that. But guess what? Kids cost a fortune. I talk to all of my friends who have little babies at home and toddlers, and they're like, oh my God, money just disappears. Yeah, well, you could definitely count me out on the baby train. That's all it took, because I'm sitting back and I'm like, dude, I just want to sit there and have a kid that is going to suck me dry. And all of a sudden, this is my take on kids. And I know that some people have these like beautiful little babies and they're like so cute. And they look like all of a sudden it's like, it's a girl. Here she is. And you're like, oh my God, look at my beautiful little baby girl. She has my nose, right? You got my nose. And then this bitch is going to grow up to be 16. She's going to say to me, you know what, Dad? I want a car. I want a Bronco. Okay, little baby girl, you want a Bronco? Then she gets said Bronco. Sweet 16. She drives off in the Bronco. And then she says, you know what, Dad? You're an asshole. Goff. I never liked you. I'm going to college. And then you look back and you're like, I just gave that ungrateful shit a Bronco, a new car. She doesn't even, she, doesn't matter. They don't even like me. They like the other parent. I'm the bad guy when I'm the one who's really been stressing about them for the last 18 years of their freaking life. So, yeah. I don't even think like suggesting that you should have a job to pay for them because they are so expensive. Yeah, obviously. But also, I would think that you would want a fucking job. You would want a job so you don't have to deal with them. So you don't have to look at them like when they're yelling at you or when they're in a bad mood or they're like, Mom! You could just be like, I gotta work, girl. So tuck your brother into bed, lock the door, don't answer it for anybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ramen noodles are on the table. And that's it. This is why I can't ever be a parent. Okay, guys. I want to hear what you guys think. So pop off in the comments, smash that like button, show some love if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll be back later this week to discuss more. Trying to see, oh, I can see somebody in my window. Sorry. Like, what's going on? Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.